will do if I can, yeah. Can you send...
Stay indoors. Where is...
To stay in the
Stay
flat.
indoors. Yes, I'll keep saying this. Stay indoors. But we came out via the stairs, fire exits.
Yeah. And you disobeyed them.
I have to come out. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
This is where is this hazard?
There was no fire alarms anywhere because we don't have a kind of integrated fire alarm system. It's just everyone's house for itself.
All we could see was the building like up in flames and people screaming, "Help me, I've got a child, I've got a baby, please help me get out," because you have physically no way of getting up there and helping people. I did see a few people jump, people were jumping.
There was a bloke that jumped out at what was on fire, and there was another bloke that jumped out and broke his leg. It was just completely unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it before in my life.
That we have to complain about the council is we believe the council and the TMO have been really managing a decline in the social housing here to add justification to their plans to regenerate, which is another word for demolish, the whole area. So there are people who have been prophesying some catastrophe like this for some time.
Okay, I mean, what
There's no doubt the whole thing went up way too quickly for a block that has 500 people in it.
And a woman ran up to me with a great big piece of grit from the fire. It's all round, it's full of pollution. And she said there was foam in it. Well, it shouldn't be in the building, in the walls. So the landlords, TMO, have a lot to explain.
We repeatedly reported concerns to the tenant management organisation of the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea, including fire safety concerns, which were not investigated during the regeneration works. Concerns over locations of boilers, concerns about escape, concerns about fire escape lighting. I've spoke to Nick Paget-Brown of the council, I spoke to councillors, and they refused to investigate. They wouldn't believe that the residents were concerned. 90% of residents signed an independent petition asking for there to be an investigation into the organisation that runs this building because they were so incompetent. And the council turned it down. 68% of residents felt they'd been threatened, harassed, pressured or bullied by the same organisation or by the contractors doing the work. I personally had the contracts manager of Ryden Contractors who ran the work come around and threaten me on my own door. And so that was the conditions we were dealing with.
One thing I wanted to say though, this thing that they're all saying about, oh, it might have been a fridge that exploded or something like that. I don't know about all of that, but what I do know is they did regeneration last year to that building that they're talking about doing to all of these buildings. They did it to that building only, £10 million they're talking about, and put these shoddy plastic things on there that set up a light because they want more reasons to knock these blocks down. There's two options. They could either regenerate the blocks or they could knock them down. And after that, I'm not so sure that was totally an accident. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to lie to you. You could pause me there, but I'm not going to lie. The whole situation that's going on in this area, the way that they don't want us here, and they put those rich man's blocks over there, and then they tell certain man in Frinstead they can't even go into that section. That's outrageous. I can't lie. The way that they treat man in here is terrible, innit? So I understand. I can't even take the belief out of my mind that wasn't just an accident. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I think it's fucked, and I think. But we don't know. It's so early. Yeah, we don't know. But you're talking about the regeneration that happened last year to apparently make these blocks better, and then these fires have never happened. I've lived here my entire life. My mum's lived here a very long time, and these kind of things have never ever happened in this area. Like, I don't know what they spent £10 million on. But the lifts in this block and all the blocks around, they only cost 60 grand to fix, and they still never replaced them throughout the time I've lived here. So 10 million for that? No, they didn't. No.
How can cutting fire stations, cutting fire engines, cutting firefighters' posts not be a reduction in fire cover?
Because we're improving fire cover, as I've said several times, and by continuing to reduce deaths from fire and continuing to reduce the incidence of fire. That is the name of the game. It's not about...
You lied to the people of London in your election.
Oh, get stuffed.